Good start to the season. Congratulations on getting out of the group. How do you feel after that?
Relief. It was a hard game, I think 0-0 at half time. We didn't expect it to be easy. I thought that this would be the trickiest of the three games, but at half time I felt as if we were only a whisker away from actually playing quite well. I think that the breeze up this little slope here made it a little bit more difficult for us to get out. To get up the park. Second half we had that little bit of advantage and we found it therefore a little bit easier to get up into their area, and eventually we got a breakthrough. A couple of players I thought that drove us on. Marvin again I thought was terrific, but today Chris Cadden was the one that carried it to them in the second half and got us up the park and got us into areas where we were going to cause a problem. So the second half was good.
It's perhaps too easy to speak about all the positives, but are there any concerns with the fact that that's been 2 games in a row where it's been 0-0 at half time? Does that concern you in any way?
No, I think today was slightly different. We still made chances. Remember that their goalkeeper had 3 or 4 really good saves. So that happens, but I think it's when you're making chances, then you've just got to make sure at half time we talk about that and we talk about keeping making chances, and you hope they eventually take one. There'll be a day where you don't, of course, but mostly if you keep making the number of chances we're making, you'll take 1 or 2 of them, and that's certainly the way it panned out in the second half. And we might even have made more chances in the first half actually than we did in the second half, but we looked more likely to score in the second half than we did in the first half.
You got a good look at Craig Clay today. How do you feel about him coming into the team? Does it look like he might have a good future here at Motherwell?
I like Craig. I think he's done really well. I wanted to see him again today away from home. This was an important game. I think he did terrifically well. So we'll now go away and think about that. And it's common knowledge. The problem was his finances. So we have to find a way of doing it. But certainly at this stage, he's done himself no harm. I think he's been terrific in the 2 games he's played.
Early in the season, one of the noticeable things today was the work rate of a lot of the players, high pressing. You must have been pleased to see that.
I've just said that to them, that it worried me that because we had to curtail training a little bit because of the importance of these games. For instance, we don't train twice on a Thursday because I'm afraid to not leave anything in their legs. Whereas if this was a pre-season friendly, they'd have been running again on Thursday as well as training in the afternoon, try to get more fitness into them. But because these games are competitive, you've got to be a little bit more careful. But they showed no signs of flagging. They showed no signs of not being up to speed. So I asked them about that, and they all agreed that they're feeling as if the pre-season has worked for them. They're feeling good, they're feeling strong, and they're just about ready for the start of the league.
How will the mindset change among the players, among yourself, if at all, going into a league game now?
I'll change a little bit. We'll go back to our working week, if you like. So training Monday, Tuesday, rest on Wednesday, train Thursday, Friday, and prepare for the first league game. We want to make a fast start in the league. We want to get points on the board as quickly as we can, if possible, and establish ourselves with the players that have come in. They've come in and done well. Again today I thought the new lads, Ben and Tatey were terrific. I really do. I think they've been great additions, and of course Carl McGhee sitting on the bench. I had planned to really try and get him on at half time, but it was a little bit tight for changes. So that doesn't worry me too much. He's a fit lad. He's in good condition, and he'll be ready next week as well if we select him.
Brilliant. Congratulations, Mark. Cheers.